Hi, welcome to You, Me and Mediumship. So I'm going to do a very brief video basically on what spirit sounds like, what spirit feels like, that personality, and what spirit looks like. So when I say looks like, basically what I'm trying to describe to you now is the vision that a medium will see whilst communicating with spirit. And not only the spirit itself, the vision may not only be that, it may well be something obviously that particular energy is trying to portray to you, to give to your sitter, that piece of evidence. So we'll start off with the clairvoyant side of things then, that image that you see. Now we'll start off with the image of the actual energy itself, that spirit that is trying to communicate or give evidence to its loved one that is sat in front of you. So, if I said to you now, imagine a palm tree, and I'm sure, without any difficulty at all, you would be able to imagine that palm tree. You would see that in your mind's eye. Now, you know as well as I know that that palm tree that you just imagined, that you pictured in your mind, is not real. It's not solid. Okay? Now, you have managed to conjure up that image yourself because you've pulled that from memory of how you know a palm tree looks. Now, it will vary, obviously, between us all. Some will see a tall one, some maybe a bit shorter, leaning to the left, leaning to the right, whatever. You've seen a palm tree in your mind's eye. Now, if you're doing a reading for somebody and you have that line of communication open with that energy that is beside you, that is around you, that is working through you, that energy, that spirit, that loved one will impress upon you an image of how he or she looked. They will impress that image upon you. You will see that no differently than how you saw that palm tree, except you haven't pulled that from memory. That has been placed before you. It has been merged, that image has been merged with your energy from the energy of spirit. It has been placed there for you to see in your mind's eye, if you like. It hasn't been created. And exactly the same point I'm trying to put across here is that image of that energy, that image that it has portrayed of itself whilst in body, is not real. Many will argue that, and that's fine. But it is an image that has been placed there in order for you to give that description to your sitter so we can give evidence, so we can prove this is the energy of this soul, your loved one that passed. This is without doubt mum, dad, brother, sister, whatever. And you hear mediums describe places. Sometimes you even hear mediums describe the bungalow that somebody has built on the other side for their loved one. You can take what you will from that. Personally, I take that with a pinch of salt. The bungalow that you are being presented with within your mind's eye, if you like, is simply something that has been, again, given to you on that vibration. It's not in spirit world, it's not there, it's not real. Okay, but there is a different side to this story. That bungalow may well be something that the loved one that sat in front of you has always wanted. It doesn't necessarily mean that this gentleman, for argument's sake, has built a bungalow in the world of spirit. Okay? He has not built a bungalow in the world of spirit. You can create, as an energy, as a spiritual energy, you can create whatever you like. But again, it is not a solid material object. It's the same as you can recreate having a pint down the pub. There is no pub, there is no pint. Okay, I hear many of you moaning now. I'm sorry about that, but no, there is no pint. But you can recreate that feeling, that excitement, that enjoyment, and in a sense, even the pub itself, the atmosphere of that pub can be created. Spirit can recreate. So you can enjoy that moment, even in the world of spirit. But that pub is not a solid brick pub, if you like. So many people say, well, when I pass to spirit, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I go fishing? Can I ride my bike? You can do anything you like in the world of spirit, but it's not like it is here. Okay? You can recreate that moment, those sensations, that feeling, that happiness, that excitement, all those different aspects can be recreated, but it is not in a material way. So I won't go any further with that, but like I said, the image of spirit will be placed upon you. So you can, like I said, describe that energy to the loved one that is sat before you. And many times they do it when, or the image they give to you is when they were at their best. Maybe a bit younger, maybe with longer hair a bit or whatever. But at the end of the day, they will do it in such a way that without doubt, that sitter in front of you will know who it is. It's important that we learn that we are working with energy, a beautiful, warm, loving energy. We are not dealing with anything that is material in any way, shape or form. And like I just said, we do not experience anything material in any way, shape or form when we pass, but we can recreate the essence of that moment, that time, that enjoyment. So when spirit are trying to tell us maybe of a special moment that they remember, maybe it could be a holiday abroad somewhere that they spent with family, they will impress upon us images of that place. They're not taking us there. There's not a spirit version of it. It is an impression. It is a vibration. It is placed upon us for us to see. So that's why we do all this sitting for self and sitting for spirit, to open up that channel so the impressions can be placed upon us in an understanding and clear way. We learn how to work with each other. Spirit do not talk to us, they impress upon us. The impression is an impression of sound. We do not hear it with the physical ear. And it is very much, if I said to you, recite the alphabet in your head, Okay, I'm not going to sit here while you do that, but if I said that to you, you would hear that being done, but not with a physical ear. You would hear it on a thought vibration. It is a thought. In order for us to, I'm going to say the word hear, but in order for us to sense the sound of spirit, it will come in exactly the same way as the alphabet that you are saying in your mind comes, except it will be far less harsher, it will be soft, there'll be a softness to it, it will come in as though it is riding on a breeze. That's how I sense it. It is on a wave of love, of light. It just comes in and goes. It is very, very soft. The thoughts, our own thoughts, can be quite harsh. And I don't mean in the words themselves, but in the way that we sense our own thought. Now, the difference is when you're reciting the alphabet to yourself in your mind, you hear that in your voice, but your voice is doing nothing. Your voice box is silent, yet you hear your voice. Exactly the same type of thing. Spirit have no voice box, yet we hear, we sense and hear, to a degree, their voice. At least we think we hear it. We don't actually hear it, obviously, but we sense it as a thought. And it will be their voice. Okay? You will sense the softness of that lady's voice. You will, if you're very lucky and you've got that channel open how it should be, you will sense the accent behind that voice. You will also sense how that voice comes across emotionally. If an energy has an element of concern, you will sense that concern within that vibration of speech. Again, not a sound as you hear it, not speech as you hear it, but the same as how you sense your own thought. It's there, but you are not using your own voice box yet. It's in your voice. I hope that's clear enough. It's a bit complicated sometimes to try and explain or try and get those words out, how I'm trying to put it across to you, just so it's not too complicated. So as a thought is how that voice will come through to you. That wave of thought vibration will come as a thought within your own spirit self, within that. So when I talk about sensing, like sensing personality, we sense a personality is like an emotion. If you have a happy, jovial energy coming through to you that is merging with you, then you get that feeling inside. Nothing's triggered it. No one's told you a joke, or you're not thinking of something funny, yet you get that emotion within self. That gives you the personality. If you get that sadness within self, for no reason whatsoever, you have that connection, you're holding on to that connection of spirit, and all of a sudden there's that wave of either excitement, sadness, laughter, an energy that's jovial. Even you sense that quietness and softness of an energy sometimes. If that loved one that has passed was very quiet, shy, you sense that within, like you do your own emotion, except this time nothing has triggered it. It has simply awashed you. You know that personality that is merging with you had a great sense of humour. You feel that jovialness, that happiness, and the opposite sometimes. If they're quite a quiet person, you feel that, you sense that. But the difference being this, nothing has triggered that. You know that has come through from spirit, because there are no trigger. There is no trigger. If we're watching something funny on the TV or we read something funny, we get that wave of emotion because it's been triggered. If we watch something sad on the TV, we read something sad in a book, okay, we get that wave of sadness because that has triggered it. When we are doing a reading for a sitter, we get exactly those same feelings, except this time nothing has triggered it. Nothing material has triggered it. It has purely been placed within your energy for you to sense, so that you get the personality. You understand that personality, and you can pass that on to the sitter. Okay, I hope I've explained it clear enough. If I haven't, please just ask a question and I will answer in the comments. But that's just to give you an idea of how we work. So please please subscribe, pop over to Patreon if you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to work with me. Have a look on there, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. So take care. Bye for now.